The idea of feudal tenancy was one that challenged Till's mental faculties. Let's look at how he tried to turn the text against it. Much of Till's argumentation against a feudal interpretation of the Deuteronomic contract involved some rather silly ideas. One was that Israel never completely secured the entirety of the promised land grant before they were punished. Why Till thought this was meaningful is hard to say. By analogy, a tenant who steps into his apartment and immediately at the front door rips wallpaper off the wall and starts a fire has already technically violated his lease and could readily be evicted by the landlord. It wouldn't matter that he never got to the bedroom or the bathroom, which at least gave him implicit leave to occupy. Once the contract was violated, the jig was up, and he was eligible for expulsion. Related to this, Till contrarily argued that in a couple of passages, the text said that Israel did take all the promised land. He also zeroed in on a passage that he thought contrarily said that there was yet very much land to be possessed. There were a couple of ways to respond to this. The first is that in context, a couple of these passages refer to the whole land of that particular nation being attacked in each section. In reality, Joshua 21:43-45 is the only one that is in any sense problematic, but it really isn't. Critics like Till with a fundamentalist hermeneutical past tend to keep their preoccupation with the idea that an inerrancy doctrine means that the Bible dropped out of heaven complete. In contrast, scholars recognize that certain blocks of text had their origins as oral units of tradition, formulated and designed for a specific purpose. Joshua 21:43-45 has the construction of just such an oral unit. By structure, it is a formulaic summary of the previous events, with emphasis on God's faithfulness to his promises. As a formulaic composition, 21:43-45 contains several elements designed for easy oral memory. Such was the dealing with passages from Joshua. Next up, we'll look at another passage Till brought up. In fact, he brought it up no less than 30 times. And no, that's not an exaggeration. See you then.